intro. Did you guys notice?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everyone, to Comic Book Women. Tonight, we are going to be covering a fan favorite and very popular character, Grand Admiral Thrawn. If you have been watching the Ashoka series or Rebels or Star Wars in general, you'll know what we're talking about. And if not, this is a good place to learn. So either way, welcome on in. Before we get started, shout out to Cover Price. They are our sponsors, and all the info that you see on the screens, we pulled directly from them. So use them as a resource, and there's a code in the description to get a discount. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. Tomorrow, we will be showing our cover for Hack Slash, and it's by Anna Marcano. If you are a fan of hers, she did our World Tree #1. And this one is fantastic. Like, I am so happy with how it turned out. So make sure that you are following us on IG. Nimesh! Shout out to Nimesh, our other sponsor. Nimesh, thank you so much. I know we sound like a broken record, but it means the world to us when you guys support the show that way. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's just dive right in. Yeah?
Yeah.
I look all green, but that's okay. I'll keep messing with my lighting while you guys are talking. All right, so Thrawn. We typically start the shows just kind of like letting you guys know what our initial exposure was to it. For me, Anthony was listening to the audiobook of the novel. Have any of you guys read the novel?
No.
You did, Jen?
Yeah, audiobooks are great.
Yeah, well, Anthony, when we're working, like we got sick listening to music, so we put on the audiobook. It came out in 2018, I believe, and it kind of gives you some background information as to how he became the way he is. It's his time at the academy when he was training. It's interesting. So that was kind of my first exposure to him, and then I kind of went back and started finding him in episodes that I'd already seen. What about you, Jen?
The 90s comic, because of like in Heir of the Empire, Mara Jade's one of my favorite characters, and then they come together. So I mean, not, you know what I mean, or no?
I know what you mean. Okay. I do. I don't know if
and then cool character, and then you hear Kathleen Kennedy say that there is no, like, don't you guys remember that? Where she was kind of complaining about, not complaining, she just was saying, like, unlike Marvel, who has like decades of whatever, she's like, Star Wars isn't like that. And then I probably bursted a blood vessel because there's the whole EU, which then they cherry picked and then erased part of. And
hold on, before we move on, hold on. Yeah, come here real quick. Lucy, he wants you to see this. What did you make?
Bam!
What is it?
Quesadilla?
So it's a quesadilla, but it's got pollo asada inside. I made a special mixture.
Pollo, so chicken? Chicken?
Yes.
It's got, hold on, don't buy it. I didn't tell you what it was. It's that queso de Monterrey. I fried it on the flat top, so it's got the crispy
queso
edges.
cheese.
Put the chicken on top, hit it with my special herbs and all my tomatoes. Go ahead.
Is it like tuna?
I like how Laura's translating for him.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. She's like, so cheese.
Just say cheese and chicken.
Wait, but where's the sour cream with the salsa on top?
Right? Where's the avocado?
Yeah. I'm making. What am I making?
I don't know. Oh, enchiladas.
I'm making enchiladas. So I made her like a taste tester. These are all the mixtures. All I did was put in a corn tortilla and put some cheese on it and crisp it. So she could see what's on it.
We had to pause the show so you could see that, Lucy.
I need to go and visit you so I can make you guys my salsa.
You can hear it crisp.
Next to the mic? All right.
ASMR.
Me, whenever we go visit you, Sam is gonna make you some Filipino food. He's making adobo right now.
I swear, because my grandmother's half Filipino and she made us adobo all the time.
Oh, he's making that right now.
Tell him if he puts legs in there with no bones, I'm gonna be mad.
No.
The whole chicken needs to be in there.
No, dude, I don't like that. No, with chicken thighs, I can't do that. No.
Anyways, Anthony interjected for that little moment, but it was worth it. That's
Sorry,
good.
guys.
We'll leave it. All right, what were you saying, Jen? Continue.
EU got ignored for a long time. Timothy Zahn's awesome, and then that got picked back up, and then he got to write more novels to expand on Thrawn. That's actually one of the few things that I feel like, that from the EU got saved and pushed into, and we got Rebels, and then that was freaking amazing.
Rebels is, I know Lucy's not a huge fan yet. But I feel like even if you're not a big Star Wars person, like how can you not like Rebels? Every single character in that show, there's somebody for you. There's somebody that fits your personality. Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
did you guys like that thing that when Britt was like, "You need to watch Rebels"? I'm like, I don't wanna.
You really do. Like, I really, really think you need to. But Sarah, what was your first exposure to Thrawn?
My first exposure was Rebels. I think I might have heard a little bit about Thrawn in like the background, but he's just a really cool character. I like, you know, we've had, you know, Darth Vader and, you know, Palpatine, but it's cool to see these other kind of like bad guys in the universe. And I also want to give a quick shout out to, there is Nicole Navarro. She's my little niece, and she like popped in, and that's why she's like, "Are you Mexican?"
Yes, I am.
So
Nicole. See, my house is divided. It's half Mexican. Well, I'm Mexican, and my husband's Filipino, so it's a Mexipino in this house.
Mexicano, I like that.
Mexicano, yeah.
And Lucy, I think if I understand correctly, like you don't know much about Thrawn, right? Like this is gonna be really.
I'm telling you, yes, I had no clue who he was. Like first, like when you guys said out, I kept thinking, I think it's General Grievous, like the robot thingy, whatever. I don't know. Like that's the one that I was thinking. And then I was telling Sam, and then he's like, "No, that's the one you're thinking is this." I'm like,
I sent you screenshots. I'm like, this is Thrawn, Lucy.
That's when I was telling Sam, because I was like, oh shit, that's completely like I was thinking a whole different character. I was not picturing this guy at all.
I think you're gonna like this. I can see why Jen does. He's very strategic, but like with most characters like this, where you come from a race where you have to like, you know, be strategic and honorable, he's my kind of guy because he cheats a little bit. He's willing to break the rules to win. And I kind of like that about him.
Well, that's you, obviously.
I know. A little bit. It is a little bit. And yeah, can we highlight this? Really? Chopper's so cute.
I love Chopper.
How can you not like Chopper?
Awesome.
Bruce. Well,
Bruce.
yeah, he's cute. Am I
And he has the highest
Is it?
kill count.
Oh, no.
He has the highest what?
He has the highest kill count.
Really? I like him more now.
I mean, I would say he's the highest because other people blew up Death Stars and stuff. But I mean, like, I think if you watch, someone tallied it up because there's a couple.
Did I
ones
freeze
where
or she froze?
Oh, did I freeze?
No, I hear. I know I hear you.
Oh, I froze then.
Oh,
It was me.
They tallied it up, and what was the result?
It was because remember, there's a couple episodes where he malfunctioned a destroyer, and then it ran into another one, and they all blew up. So like that's like destroyers full of people that are just.
So Chopper's a stone cold murderer? Is that what you're?
That's what she's saying.
But he's cute.
And he gets glee because he like laughs evilly and like does his little.
Oh my god, I like him now.
I think you would like him. All right, so let's just dive on in. We are going to give you guys 10 comics. We didn't cover all of them, but we are giving you some of the ones that are on the range from really expensive to not that expensive, from really popular to very rare. So hopefully something in this show will inspire you to want to go out there and get to know Thrawn. All right, so let's kick it off. Jen, what do we have here?
So on the right side is the original 1991 first print of Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn. And then there are so many reprints. On the left is just one of many.
Nice. Are these like big books or?
Yeah, they're like it's a good chunker. I mean, I definitely recommend the audiobook if you.
I was just going to say there's an audiobook for this one.
Does that have pictures inside?
It's an audiobook.
No, the book. No, the book. I'm saying
like,
the book.
It's audio, Lucy. Oh my god.
No, I'm talking about the book.
No, yeah, the book doesn't have any.
I thought you were talking about the audiobook. Come on,
You don't know.
Wow. It sounded a little like.
Oh, cool.
Anyway.
The comic group has the first print hardcover.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Good job.
All right. Well, I can't participate here. So what do you guys think? Would you want to do the left or the right?
Like
Right.
the
Jen,
right. The right.
Jen, right?
Well, Timothy Zahn does a lot of comic conventions. He always has his book set up. It's cool.
Is he going to be in New York by chance?
Ooh, I don't know.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll try to track them down. All right, so we're going right. Let's see here. Sarah, will you cover the stats? Because I'm chewing.
All right. So on the right side, we have Star Wars Heir to the Empire, which was pre-owned it sold for $89.99 with $10.65 shipping. That was back in August of this year. And then again, Volume 1 pre-owned for $12.99 plus $4.67 shipping. Very interesting on the shipping because they should be shipping media.
Yeah.
So this should not be, they shouldn't be, I mean, like $4 is probably close, but $10 somebody got ripped
Since
off.
it has no pictures, you can do media.
Right? If there's no,
Am I right?
If there's no advertisements, then you can mail it as media. So that's why.
You're such a jackass. Oh, God. Swear to God, Lucy. I swear. I don't understand the pricing. So somebody got like really ripped off and somebody got a really good deal?
Somebody got super ripped off and somebody got a really good deal. Which, again, check your searches when you're searching stuff on eBay because you don't want to end up like that poor guy who like spent $90 and probably. But who, I guess if you like it, buy it.
Yeah.
But
You could probably go to your local library, right, Jen, and find a copy.
Yeah.
And then steal
Nikki,
it.
don't listen to it.
I'm just kidding.
Good, I'm just saying.
Earmuffs.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Do not
All right,
steal.
next up. This is kind of interesting. I like this slide. I remember when Jen was sending me these, I was like, I gotta look into this because I've never seen it before. So tell us about them, Jen.
So on the left, you have San Diego Comic-Con Comics #4 from July of 1995. And it says in the bottom of there, inside, Star Wars Heir to the Empire. So, I mean, I don't have it. I'm going to be searching for this. And then the right-hand side, you have Overstreet's fan from also 1995, a few months later. And that's the cover we get of the comic that a lot of us know and love.
Overstreet. Okay. Sarah, you have to pick one. I think I know which one to go with. What do you think would be the more
I would go with the left.
lucrative?
I have a feeling, the rarity of it.
Lucy?
Yeah, the left. It sucks that they have that big old thing. It's at San Diego Comic-Con. Like, if it would have been a little smaller, would have been nice. But yeah, I guess I'll go with the one on the left too.
Yeah, it's an interesting logo, right?
Wookiee has both.
It's a flip cover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Wookiee, you know the drill. We want proof of life, so you need to tag us on IG so that we can make sure you're not a dirty liar, right? Could be.
Liar.
His name's Wookiee Fanatic, though, so I guess we kind of...
I guess.
All right. So let's take a look. So we're looking at $30 to about $35 for the San Diego Comic-Con, if you can find one. The last sold was in July of this year. On the right side, the Overstreet, same deal. We have an interesting kind of range of pricing. $80 is what it sold for, plus $8 shipping. But then there was also an auction where it sold for $10. That's even more proof that you need to keep an eye on these auctions, especially for stuff that you really, really want. If somebody times it wrong, you can get killer deals on eBay.
Yep.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Good
So
advice.
you can do a tag Nerd Runner in all of this.
Yep.
That's 5
All right.
tags.
It's pretty cool. Let's keep cruising. Next up.
Oh, there it is.
So Dark Horse Insider number 46 on the left, and then the regular direct copy of Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1 from 95. So they're both from 95. The right is from October, and the left is also from October.
It's interesting how this image just keeps showing up over and over because people that don't know might be like, oh, that's the... But we're going to get to that. But it can get a little confusing when you're seeing the same image repeated. Sarah, left or right?
I think I'm going to go with the left. That's the book that everybody's going after, right?
The left?
On the left.
Wait,
Well,
the right?
Oh, the right. Yes, the right. I'm so sorry. The right.
Then you're hanging with me too much, Sarah.
Right.
We'll work on directions tomorrow, girls. Left and right. Okay. Okay. Lucy, what about you?
I don't know my left and right in Spanish. Isn't that weird? I could never learn them. Like
What do
I
you
always
mean?
forget.
The
It's
Spanish have a
weird.
different left and a different right?
It's izquierda, derecha.
Oh, you mean
Like-
the words?
Yeah, the words. I don't know which one, like I
Oh.
don't know like which one's derecha, which one's izquierda. Like I don't know. Like I was
Leche
always like tell
sounds
my mom
left.
izquierda, derecha, like the D. Like I always when I give directions like to my mom, I always say it in English because I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, I know. Bad memory.
Which one would you pick?
Anyways, I'll go with the right. Let's see the right.
Oh no, the right is just the normal direct.
Izquierda. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is kind of to prove my point though, because you guys are getting confused on these. So let's take a look. On the right, we're looking at about $50 for a near mint 9.4. On the left, we're looking at 106. No, wait, reverse that. On the left, $50. On the right, 166. So this isn't the one that I think you're thinking of, Sarah, though. We'll keep going.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay, so izquierda is left. I had to Google it.
Yeah.
So on the left is the newsstand from 95, and on the right, it's that newsstand sticker.
Yeah. It's confusing as hell, isn't this? Like, yeah.
There's also another one that has Star Wars in the white letters, but that's a newer, I think, like a toy.
Wait, what's happening here again? What's
Huh?
So the newsstand on the left and the one on the right is a newsstand sticker. See how like the barcode actually has like that little sticker thing over it?
What? I've never seen that. Why do they do that?
To irritate us.
Is it because of the 90s? Is that why? Or they're like,
Are you
hey.
asking? I don't know. I have no idea who thought, oh, this is a good idea. I feel like it just makes it really, really confusing for people who are trying to hunt down the copy of a book. And there's so many variations and it looks so similar.
And if you see this, but with the Star Wars in the white, that's the toy comic variant. So it's not from 95.
I mean, I think with the lettering being different, it's even a little bit better, but having the barcode like this, like, I just think that's, I don't know. I don't like it. So what do we go? Left or right, ladies?
Left.
Oh, left.
All the
Because
way,
I don't
like-
like it.
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
like it.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
What? Just because it's a stupid sticker, like, and it's all, and I mean, and this picture is all fucking excuse my language. It's all freaking uneven. It's all like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Why did I make that stupid face? I don't know. But it's just
This is
that's what
interesting.
I think.
The stats don't really make sense. We're looking at 510 for a near mint of the sticker, and on the one on the left for a very fine 160. So a near mint would probably be comparable. 9.8 going for 1,700, and then an 8.0 going for 285. But we don't have any like updated sales for that. So
Okay.
this is a tricky one, guys. When you're out there and you're hunting these down, make sure you kind of keep an eye on exactly what it is that you're buying.
So what Shadow Vision saying? What's the comment? Was that common during the time for the sticker? Like, was it common?
I've
I know,
never
right?
heard about this.
I need to do more research.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat, if you use an iron and use some silicone paper to peel it off,
Mhm. Mhm.
I would burn my comic. If anybody in the chat has any more information about the sticker stuff, let us know. But that is technically a different variation of this cover, so something to be aware of. And let's get back to kind of more easily identifiable stuff. Jen, what do we have?
So on the left,
Mhm.
it's the comic trade paperback, the first one.
Mm.
That's from 96. I have that. And then on the right-hand side is Star Wars Insiders 169. It's the subscription variant cover. I think we had this in a past show. We did Rebels.
We did.
Mhm.
I remember this cover. All right. Very cool. Both of these are interesting. I think the insiders often are overlooked and they're very cool. Sarah, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going with the right. I don't like this left. Like, who did this cover? And why did they do this cover? Because it looks so bad.
I kind of like it, Sarah. So I'm gonna go.
No.
I think it draws me to the whole space, the sky, and the back. I like those covers, like when they have that, like how our little backdrop over here, like that sky, like that's what it draws me to that. Not so much.
They would have put Thrawn.
Yeah, I think Thrawn should be on the cover, just like what we've seen in the other iterations. But these drawings, like Luke Skywalker has bucky teeth. Han Solo's head is flat. Princess
Now I see all that.
Princess Leia, you know, they're meshing her, like the left side of her head into, it just doesn't look right. It just,
Now I see all that.
right.
I didn't pay attention to that stuff.
Somebody doesn't know how to draw teeth, so just keep his mouth closed. Like it does not look. If they would have smacked Thrawn on the cover, I would be okay with it. But this just looks, no. Mm-mm.
Well, let's see who's right. We got $47, roughly 50 with shipping on the left. On the right, we're looking at a $100 offer that was accepted. And then a little bit after that, somebody went in, snuck it on an auction and got it for $11.50 plus $7 shipping.
Play it smart, people.
Play it smart.
See,
I mean, there's such good deals to be had.
You're saying about those teeth, like there's somebody that I seen that I don't know if you've seen some of the girls when they take pictures and they're like this, like the way they try to show teeth. Like
I'm gonna do that on my Instagram for you now, Lucy.
Oh, don't you dare! I'm gonna report it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm
gonna tag you.
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
I'll block
the pricing is really crazy, but that's just a testament. Pay attention to the auctions, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So next up, the one on the left was actually my pick. This is the Star Wars Thrawn #1, the 1 in 10 animation variant. I chose this because of a couple of reasons. One, I went all incentives for my picks this week, and two, if you've watched Rebels, that's kind of again how I think of this character. So that was my pick. The one on the right, is this Jen's?
Well, this is just. I mean, it's. How can you cover Thrawn and not cover the Matina?
That's
cover?
true. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's. I would love this, but it is super far out of my range. But didn't the actor for Ahsoka? He did the voice of Thrawn in the cartoon.
Yes.
That's why they keep on saying they're going to bring him in, right?
Yes. Lars Mikkelsen of the Mikkelsen family. So if you know Mads Mikkelsen, James Bond villain, he was also in Rogue One as Jen Erso's dad.
Yeah, this slide's bullshit. You put me up against like a ringer. Like, really? This is like, I thought you'd put one like comparable, but no.
But they're both number ones. They're both number one.
I can't beat this, and neither can the numbers.
Well,
We're looking at
I honestly like the left one better. Like I like that one. Like, he's like,
thank you, Lucy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the left as well because it's so familiar. It's familiar.
I disagree with both of you. I like the right one so much better. I really do. I think the right is so much better, and it's evergreen, and it's such a powerful rendition. The painting is beautiful, but I don't have $2,000 to drop on a 9.8. So if I could find the 1 in 10 9.8 for $335 roughly, I'd go left. So,
this came out in 2018.
Yes. Oh, did I not say that? 2018. Yeah. $26 for a near mint raw, though, ladies. If you really do like the animation cover, that's not bad. It's like almost triple incentive, but not bad.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's gonna go up once, like he appears.
I think there'll be a spike. I think that people are already speculating on it, though, so that's probably where you're seeing a lot of the pricing. Oh, go ahead, Jen. Sorry.
Oh yeah, this is my pick.
Well, okay. So when it comes to Star Wars or even Marvel, wait, what were you say, Lucy?
Now that this is my pick, the one on the left.
Yeah.
Can I say? What?
Go ahead.
Okay, so this one's Star Wars, obviously. Thrawn 3. Came out 2018, and it's a cover variant by Rasa. Pronouncing it right? Yeah. And I did like this cover. I was like, again, like I don't know anything about this character. It was hard for me to find like something that. For him, but I did see this one, and I'm like, oh, this, even the artist is very popular now, and he was doing Star Wars, and 1 out of 25. That was cool.
I agree. Raza's a badass. Although I wouldn't have thought this was Raza right off the bat. I would I wouldn't have
No.
guessed that immediately. Jen, what were you saying when it comes to Star Wars? What?
Well, and also Marvel. I think I stopped wanting certain things, and I'm just trying to like enjoy the ride and how it unfurls. It unfurls, but there's still a tiny bit of hope that they do a lot with Thrawn. So when we see them in Ahsoka, it's moving forward. Like,
Yeah.
there's a couple things that I want to have happen, but I'm like, wait, stop. If I get it, great. Because there's a lot of things that Thrawn ties you to, or even alluded to for the future that we haven't seen yet. And it's a place where Star Wars can go. But it's like, just hold my horses, and everyone else hold their horses. Just let it unfurl.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Eric, well, very good point. He said that Lucy's pick, the lady looks like Kate Blanchett from The Crystal Skull, the Indiana Jones movie. That's nailed it. Perfect.
Right?
What do we have on the right?
So on the right is my pick. This is Star Wars Thrawn #4. Again, this also came out in 2018. I picked this because you have the two ruthless commanders we have besides the Grand Admiral Thrawn. We also have Grand Moff Tarkin. This cover was done by Paul Renard. And there's also a 1 in 25, which has Thrawn and then Darth Vader, Palpatine, and Tarkin. But I like this better. I think it's just really cool with the stormtroopers, and then the Death Star I think it's a powerful statement, powerful cover. And couple.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. So if you want to get Lucy's, the Raza, a 9.6 is going for $225 with a raw at $175. Sarah's is more affordable. You can snag it for $15 with $82 for a 9.8. That's pretty big
From
jump there between the two.
Australia. What time is it over there? Hi.
Hello.
Western
I'm
Australia.
famous in Australia. Just kidding.
Okay, we'll take it. Hello from down under. All right, very good. Next up, okay, so the one on the left is also my pick. This is Star Wars Thrawn #5. This is the 1 in 25 Raphael Albuquerque variant, and I chose this for a couple of reasons. One, I'm a fan of Albuquerque. He wrote American Vampire with Scott Snyder and Stephen King, and loved that series. So that was one part of it. And two, this thing's insanely rare. I've never seen one. Has anybody?
I have. Just kidding.
I'm like, really? Did you buy it? I've never seen one before.
What would you buy it?
I don't think that there were a lot printed just because you're looking at the #5, and I don't think that a lot of stores were ordering enough to get the 1 in 25s. I personally haven't seen it. The one on the right is who?
Jen sent me, because I needed a second one. She sent me this one. She gave me options.
Aww.
And I did see this one, but then since it was, it was a key, I wanted to wait to see what Jen was going to pick for this. And I really like this cover. Like, I like that. What do you call that? Like, it's like one person and like behind, like it makes it seem kind of like a 3D type of thing with different people in the background. Like, I thought this was a cool cover. Obviously, I only Darth Vader, but I did really like this cover. And then Jen gave me the option to pick this one, but I don't know much about it. I can't remember. I read what was the first appearance, but a key, but I can't remember. So Jen needs to cover all that.
It's the first meeting of Thrawn and Vader.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, that's an important minor key, especially if you're following it. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't think there's much of these out there. And as Jen was saying earlier, as I evolve as a collector, I go a lot of the times for rarity. I used to just go cover by. And now I'm just trying to find shit where I can be like, hey, Sarah, do you have this? No. Oh. Like I want to be able to rub it in people's faces.
But then
so rarity's becoming my thing. I love you though.
Right.
So it makes it more fun, like to be able to have something that's like, I have it, I don't know.
Absolutely. No, I get you. I'm the same way, I'm
You
like,
are
yeah.
like, I feel like you and me, especially on IG, like we go back and forth with stuff that we like. I mean it lovingly, guys. Okay.
Absolutely.
Anyways, near mint for the Star Wars Thrawn, $333, which I think that's really reasonably priced considering that the last 9.8 sold for over $1,100, and we don't even have one in the last 90 days because it's so popular. The one on the right, $30. You can own a minor key for $30. That's not bad. $91 for a 9.8.
What do you mean rare?
Oh, come on. You guys are all comic book people. You are lying through your teeth if you don't get a little bit of joy when you find something extremely rare and get to like show it off a little bit. Just little tiny flexes. Laura,
I love how this.
Que trans tata beleza hublero tata maldid.
Now, let me just read it for you because
Okay.
you just fucking excuse me, you just freaking butchered.
Did I ruin it?
Laura, nunca pensé que tras tanta belleza hubiera tanta maldad. It
I thought you had it
says,
translated. I already read it in
hold
Spanish.
on. No, you didn't. It says, I never thought behind that beauty there was such a bad shit. How do you say maldad?
A beast, maybe?
Evil. There's such an evil. It sounds so much better in Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't translate well. I think what he really said was, Laura, I agree with you. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, let's keep moving.
Sure.
All right. Whose are these?
Oh.
This one is on the left is mine. This is Star Wars number 50. This also came out in 2018.
Evil. There you go.
There you go.
That's
Diabla.
what that. La Diabla. Bleh.
Whatever. You guys can't take a joke. It's fine.
This is the Galactic Icons variant. If you see like up in the where you see like 19 of 36, there's actually 36 of these covers done by Rod Rice. So yeah, I picked this because like I mean it's all these covers are gorgeous and they cover from the new Star Wars from The Force Awakens all the way to the prequels. So
And then
Yeah, these are both solid picks. What do you think,
on the
Lucy?
right, wait.
Okay,
on the right,
so
Wait, on the right. Sorry, Jen. On the right.
on the right, it's Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 17 by Chris Sprouse. So
Ooh.
Yeah.
and it's the Lucasfilm 50th anniversary. So I
Nice.
picked it, but my gripe with Chris Sprouse, if you are hearing, is he shows the covers on Wednesday or after Wednesday. And I'm like, oh my God, every time I like during this time of like 2021, and it was on initials or FOC, I was okay, Chris Sprouse, what is it going to be? Is it going to be Rebels? Is it going to be Thrawn? And so you're guessing, ordering, and then you don't find out. But other artists will show like pencils or show a preview for so you can order it. But he waits until a little. So if you just give us like a taste on FOC, I think the numbers would be a lot higher. Is all I'm saying. Please. But yeah. Anyway.
I agree with you. I think that it's smart if you're following their IGs to make sure you're keeping up on what they're leaking, sort of.
the one on the right, it reminds me like, you know, have you seen those saints, like the pictures, like, and they have the little halo thing in the back, and it's like,
Yeah.
like this. No.
They all have that behind them. They have like they're different symbols. So like the Rebels will have like a different symbol. And I think like they had the Solo movie, they had Lando and Chewbacca and Han Solo. They had a Millennium Falcon behind them. So yeah, they had like all these different symbols. Yeah.
I did buy some of these ones when they were coming out because I really liked the cover, not because like I remember getting a few of them because I liked that way they looked. They just looked pretty cool. I ended up giving them away, but they were kind of nice.
Wait,
Really quick.
Give them away?
Yeah.
I want to put this up real fast. Bruce, I'm just curious because after that show, that book sold before I could buy it. Was that you? Did you buy the Jenny Frison Extremist number 2?
Laura doesn't have this.
Laura does not have that. Hold on. Show. Oh my God, that's so cool. That is a
Henry
flex.
was trying to sell it, right? Henry was all trying to sell it.
Oh, I am super jealous. I'm so jealous.
It's beautiful.
That is awesome. See,
So one day
see
I'm
the
gonna go
smile
to
of
her
joy
house
on her
and
face?
yell at
See
her.
the joy? Oh, that's all right. That's joy. Because
It
she has
is
something I know.
Yep. Laura's gonna pull something out of her butt. You just wait. She's got it somewhere.
Somewhere I have something.
There's a prison that I don't have, and she has it. I'm okay with
I'll
it.
find it. I'll find it. All right, let's take a look here. Pricing, we're looking at $40 for the $40 for, I think it's graded. A near mint raw is $4, $15 for the left, so, or the right. So yeah, guys, the ones that the majority of everybody liked is affordable. $4. You can get that bad boy.
Nice.
Next up, this is the last slide of the night, and Jen, tell us about it.
So when this Thrawn series came out, the first trade came out in 2018, and at one point over the course of the last year or two had hit a high of 40 to 50, maybe 60. And then that's when Marvel was like, oh shoot, how much more is it going for than what we're selling it? Right. So they did a reprint this past August. So there's 2 prints out there. It's still, it came down after that, the newest print. So on the right-hand side, you see the 1619. That's the one that came out this year, like a month ago. But the other ones are from 2018. Just keep a lookout. Like, it's still, because, first print versus reprint.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's tough when you don't have the barcodes on the front. So you have to just keep an eye on the year it was printed, guys, and try not to buy the wrong one. Oh, they were both the same year, actually. Never mind.
No, they're not the same.
No, wait, 2018. 2018. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so confusing. Whew. You're out there shopping. You're like, wait, what am I buying? And it gets a little tricky, but that's why you got to watch shows like this so that you don't make those mistakes. All right. Very good. That was the last one for us tonight, guys. Again, before we go, make sure that you are following Cover Price and use code Nirvana14 for 30 days of unlimited membership. And Bird City Comics, tomorrow we will be showing you guys our hack/cover done by the incredibly talented Anna Marcano. So stay tuned for both of those. And we have incredible announcements coming up. Like, I know I say this a lot, but for New York Comic Con, what we are going to be unveiling here in the next few weeks is something else. So make sure that you are following along for that. Yeah.
Okay, real quick. I didn't watch today or tonight. I don't get a chance to watch the newest Ahsoka until tomorrow night. And I know I just said not to let it unfurl and to let it enjoy. But 2 things I kind of hope that they go in the direction of is either the Uzan Vong or the Grisk. Because the Grisk we haven't really seen. We've heard of stuff in the future, but we haven't had it. So I have a lot of expectations, but then I'm trying to let it unfurl.
I think that if you go in with expectations too high, you're going to get disappointed, especially with stuff that you're.
But I feel like they let Timothy Zahn elaborate. So do you think Lucasfilm / Dave Filoni and company is
Do you follow him on IG? Does he say anything? Does he tweet? There's nothing to go off of. Just watching.
I think they're definitely going to open the Star Wars universe even more. Especially Dave Filoni and the stuff that we've seen so far. I think, we are going to get far away from the Skywalker. Hey, Adam, the Skywalkers. So
it's frustrating to read stupid articles that don't know what the world between worlds is.
And I get stupid articles then.
Because I was like, oh, what is this? And I go to read it and I'm like, do they not? How are you writing a Star Wars article and not know Star Wars? Can I get a job where I write?
You can.
You would be fantastic at that too, I think, especially with the Star Wars stuff. That's in your blood, I feel like. Yes, Wookie, I would love proof of life. I believe you. I just want to see it. I totally believe that you have it. If anybody did, it would be you. So yes. Bad Batch is really good. That's another great one. We're gonna get Lucy. We're gonna break her.
Dude, the Night Sisters, I feel like she'd really like that.
I know you've been telling me that for how many years? 3 years, almost 3 years.
So
You've been
creepy.
telling me to watch it. Where's that at? Is that on Rebels or what is it on?
Yeah.
That's another show.
We'll get you a cheat sheet, Lucy. We'll give you a cheat sheet.
Give me a cheat sheet? Wait, not cheat sheet. Sorry.
Oh my God. This has been an interesting show. All right. We're not going to be here this Friday, but we will be back next Friday for Nearing Nirvana. In the meantime, tomorrow we have, what's on Wednesdays?
The guys are been reviewing the show.
Yeah.
All right, so Team Nerd Herd will be reviewing Ahsoka, and then on Thursday you have Long Story Short. So plenty of stuff for you guys to watch throughout the week. Make sure you're subbing the channel, give us a thumbs up, and have a fantastic night. We appreciate you guys. Bye.
Oh.